Hey everybody, Diane A. Ross here, your Fearless Conversations mentor. And today I want to talk about tone. Because your tone, as in your tone of voice, it matters, right? And we really want to think about so that we can communicate, especially when we're talking about difficult issues, with kindness, right? With empathy. Because so often, without even realizing it, sometimes other people experience our tone as condescending or aggressive or intimidating or scolding or any of those things. And that can really have not only a negative impact on the feedback we're giving, because they can say, oh, I'm just going to take that and throw it in the garbage, literally, like here's my garbage can, because that person's just being mean and a jerk and all that kind of stuff. And secondly, if it doesn't do that, it can really undermine the relationship, because that person thinks they don't feel respected. And you might be completely oblivious to how your tone is coming across, but it could be having this destructive wake that you don't even realize. So one of the things is to just, first of all, when you're thinking about sharing feedback, especially if you're in a position of authority, okay, like you're managing somebody or you're in that position, is really be aware that setting that intention before you go into that conversation. So if you're giving somebody feedback on their performance, it's like your intention is really about helping that person to grow, to be the best that they can be, to take it to the next level. And when you set that intention, it's going to really help that your tone comes across that way. Now, also, if you're feeling like a little bit irritated with that person, because this is like second time you've had this conversation and you're a bit annoyed, then really set the intention about, I really want to help this person understand the impact of their behavior, and then get yourself in the right frame of mind. Maybe smile before you go in, because smiling will help and that may help your tone come across more friendly. Now, when I say this, it's not about changing your words or softening them to the point that you're not talking about what's important. It's just about having that tone like you really care, you're empathetic, you want to be connected. All right, so that's the first thing, is to set the intention. The second one, which is a little bit harder, but you'll probably find gives you a ton of great information, is to ask for feedback. Ask for feedback from others about how your tone is coming across, how others are experiencing it. And this is not an easy thing to do. I totally get it. I used to resist feedback at all costs, unless it was, oh, you're great and I love you. I just didn't want to hear it. But I also have to say is, when I've been open to hearing feedback, it's been my greatest growth. And I know one of the bits of feedback I got around my communication from a very nice gentleman that I was in a course with was that my can sometimes come across as being like overpowering, and my eye contact can be like intimidating. And at first I felt defensive inside, but when I really took that in, I went, you know what? This is really good information that I need to tone back, especially in situations where I'm sharing difficult news. And so it was really helpful. So the number one key is, if you do open that door to ask for feedback, you open that door up and the other person gives it to you, and maybe they don't say it to you in the best way because maybe they haven't taken the course on communication, is just leave that space. Zip it, zip it, zip it. Don't respond defensively. Just listen and take in what makes sense to you, and you can let the other stuff go. All right, so remember, tone does matter. And until next time, really know that how you communicate is so powerful in terms of creating the kind of life that you want. If this video was helpful, please share it with others so that they can have these tips in their pocket. The more of us that have them, the better. And difficult conversations, you need some help, you want some direction, remember, Elephant Conversations is your place to get tips and strategies so that you feel confident and ready to tackle those difficult conversations in your life.